Alright, that's better. Good evening, everybody. This is a replay cast from last night's Nexomania featuring Phoenix Rising Ruby versus Phoenix Rising 1. I just have the VODs, so I'm not 100% informed as to who chose which. However, we will get into the match pretty much right away, and we can see how the teams did last night. So let's get into our map pick and see where we went. I'm not sure who had first pick or map pick, so I'm going. Alright, so like I was saying, I didn't know who picked which, so I will not be showing that. However, I will be showing the winners. So as you can see, we're going to Volskaya Foundry as our first map, which is always good. It's always one of my favorites. The draft has already been done, so there's no reason to go in that. So we're going to just head into game. I will introduce the characters, and we will go from there. So let's get into it, everybody. Okay, so for Phoenix Rising Ruby, we have Jazalo on Tychus, Danalor on Deckard, Frag Stellar on Mephisto, Mixels on Deathwing, and H2O on Hogger. And for the red team, we have AOE Rules on Maiev, Gojira on Rexar, Anna being played by Shredded Wind, Uther by Stewie, and Reb playing Sylvanas.
Commence combat preparations.
So yeah, let's see how the teams played last night. I didn't even look at the spoiler alert, so I don't know who's going to win this. No, we're not getting talents, so let's bring those up for people just to watch.
The battle begins in 10 seconds. 5.
So yeah, this should
4,
be an
3,
interesting
2,
matchup.
1. Let the battle begin.
Both Phoenix Rising, so part of the organization. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how the higher teams are coming along in the development, getting ready for NGS coming up. Nothing too out of the ordinary. I like to press the advantage for Tychus. But right away we have a bit of pushing and shoving. A little bit of bullying going on. Don't know who I can really give. And I think power-wise has to go to Ruby. However, the execution on one can definitely probably turn it into the later game. So right away, minions are cleared. Teams are rotating to the top lane. Try and get some soak onto this. I'm really looking forward to seeing Mixel's Deathwing. I mean, he took Dragon Soul. That's, I'm not going to say rare, but I mean, I go a different build for my Deathwing. So I'm really liking to see what he's able to pull off with his in comparison. Yeah, clearing mid. Jazz came to the bottom to get the minion soak. Oh, they're bringing a 4-man to Ruby's camp to ensure they get it. And Phoenix Rising 1 were able to grab their machine gun camp as well. So 1-1. So now we have Rexar against Deathwing. I think I have to give the advantage to Deathwing. He can just hold his own. And there's really not a lot of poke damage I think that Rexar can do. But heading up to the mid, we see a bit of an engage. AoE tried to dive in on Maiev. Maybe try and get a pull. That didn't seem to work. H2O just doing the Tasmanian devil stuff that Hogger likes to do. And up top, it looks like AoE is going for his airplane camp. And Phoenix Rising Ruby is going to be taking, looks like the healing camp, with Hogger just going back and forth doing damage. I know he was told that he had a bit of a rework and a slight nerf. I just don't think it affects a talented Hogger player. It looks like they are going to rotate towards their airplane camp, try and get some counter pressure. It looks like one is coming for the engage. We have a lockdown onto Mephisto, and that is dead. Oh, double kill. Wow. Right? So they're definitely going to have to give up point control for the first little bit until they get their team back, but it's not going to take long, 8 seconds early in the game. But they're definitely getting some pressure. Good push with Sylvanas. Her ability to disable the towers is definitely helping them out a lot. Get a stun onto Hogger. Right? He's definitely trying to lay a beating onto Sylvanas, that's for sure. Objective is at 30%, 38, 40 right now. But they were able to push them back. Deathwing stepping on the point. Oh, now stepping off. The rest of the team is coming on, so Deathwing is going for soak. No Misha kill. However, blue team has occupied the objective, so they'll start channeling towards their Triglav protector. Meanwhile, up top, the Sylvanas and the team are still trying to push. Looks like they're probably trying to go for that camp. Still putting out some damage. But it looks like Frag and H2O were able to hold like a 4-man, right? Hogger doing his thing. Jazz coming in on Tychus, putting some damage down. Hogger looking down, drops his beacon, gets a bit of a heal. He still goes down. Deathwing with the fly. I think this could be an Ana kill. And it is an Ana kill. However, they do give up the Triglav. So, good for Phoenix Rising 1 in that situation. Let's see what they are hoping to do with it. It looks like they are trying to draw the attention away of the enemy team to take it so they can have push top and see what they can do bottom, which I totally support and agree with. I'd like to say hi to anybody who's tuning in. It's a replay cast from last night. I just wanted to try and get one in for Phoenix Rising, since I was unable to not cast last night, which is what I wanted. I ended up playing with my team, which was a ball of fun. But it looks like Deathwing gets a kill onto the Rexar. However, 10s are online for 1. However, now both teams have 10. It's just a slight advantage, like maybe a quarter advantage lead. And what do we have for heroics? We have Commandeer Odin. We have Durance of Hate. Always like that one. Lorenado, because it has a buff. Bellowing Roar. And Shockwave for Hogger. And on Phoenix Rising 1, we have Containment Disc. So, single person lockdown. And Unleash the Boars, so a lot of slow. Nano Boost from Ana, which can definitely help. Divine Shield, so definitely somebody's pre-infection. And Wailing Arrow. And up at the top, we have a Mephisto Death by Maev. And they are circling around for the second target onto Jazz. You get a Fear of Maev into. Rexar goes down. Deckard goes down. This is like a bloodbath. Oh, great teams. They're just fighting tooth and nail. Looks like they're focusing on Nixos and Deathwing, and they do get him. Oh,
slain.
H2O comes up with a second one. Drops the turret, dies. Oh, he didn't drop his turret. Ah, that's a shame. That turret probably could have helped gotten a couple other kills as they tried to move away. So right now we have Phoenix Rising 1 moving up to the top lane. Probably going to look to try and take out that sippy cup so that they can have the advantage going into objective B. Excuse me, throat's a little parched today, a little dry. Don't worry, I'm only drinking soda and milk. Alright, so right now it looks like they are taking their airplane camp again to send that going. And they are setting up to go for the healing camp.
An
It looks
excellent.
4v4 and Phoenix Ruby decides to back off. Maybe to go in for a counter engage. Let's see what they choose. And they choose not to. Feeling it's not worth the death, especially with the other team with 13. And a double kill onto Tychus and the Hogger. Right now we have 10-4 in kills at 8 minutes into the game. Structure-wise, it's still pretty even.
Control determined.
A lot of folks going on to the Deathwing. You may have to pop a sphere.
Slain.
And Maev Savannah just took him down. So there is a talent advantage of about 1.5 levels with level 14 for Phoenix Rising 1. And they are going to get the first fort of the game, and looks like they are taking down that well. Meanwhile, oops, sorry. Well, camera flash. Meanwhile, in the bottom, I was going to say Rexar was taking that. However, he's gone up to mid, kind of double soaking, trying to get him 16. Anna is on their machine gun. However, there's a 4-man crashing down with a Lornado. Definitely putting, well, at least the bear in a little bit of trouble. So now we have a 5v4 with Maev going back up the top. Fear goes out. No deaths in that skirmish. 66% on the objective. They do get a Uther kill. A little surprised with a Divine Shield. Right? Are they going to try and sneak up there in the nick of time to stall? They are not going to make it. However, they're putting damage right away onto the Triglov. And it's just Maev in it currently at the moment.
Blue team has taken control of a protector.
So now Triglov seems to be making its way down to the bottom lane. Just doing a quick check. Yeah, it looks like my mic is working. Game sounds pretty good, so I don't think that should be of an issue. Let's get back to the action. Looks like they are taking Triglov and going to take out this well as well. Turning off the fort with the slinky hand. They are all around him. 2 people trapped. Big fear goes out. Focus onto Maev. Maev goes down.
Hero slain.
Good kill for Tychus. Anna just shooting heals. I really like the double healer they're bringing in. You know, it's definitely keeping them ahead. 16 reached first by Phoenix Rising 1. So, and it does look like there's an invade onto the machine gun camp.
Hero slain.
Hogger dies in the top lane, probably trying to prevent the healing beacon from taken. However, they were able to steal Phoenix 1's machine gun. Let's see if they're going to drop it and use it. Oh, it does look like it did get dropped. Sylvanas does go down. Mixel's in a bit of hurt. He's going to fly away, see what he can cause for mischief. Odin has been popped. Looks like they are focusing on to Maiev. Maiev throws the Chrysalis to buy himself some time. Jazlo's running. Nice stun by Deathwing. However, he does need to get out of the way. He does have Sippy Cup, I think. And the Sippy Cup benefits him so much. Getting some knockbacks. Divine Shield onto the Maiev player for AoE. Right, Bear goes down. Maiev goes down. Wow, it was just back and forth kills. Nice stun. H2O just barely missing. Tychus just chewing apart the Ana. However, she's managed to get away with a stun by Uther. They still have time for objectives, so I mean, Deathwing's going up in the air, and they are pushing this bottom down with their advantage. Good land for Deathwing. What did he take for 7? Okay, he took Death Drop. Alright, so we have 12-9 for kills. Level 17 with... Oh, level 18 hit by Phoenix Rising Ruby. Slightly before Phoenix Rising 1. So, good play, you know, getting those kills definitely helped, right? Kills are 12 to 11 currently. Both teams are level 18. Experience is on par with each other. Objective is spawning. It looks like they are making the call for their machine gun camp. Hogger's going to take that while the rest of the team does some lane clear. Deckard is on the point. So let's see if they're going to march in and see if they can take this back over. Deathwing goes into the air to set up his arrival. Rexar finishes Hunter-Gatherer, which is definitely going to help them out. Going down, they are backing off of the objective, 48%. So they are definitely getting ready to probably invade here, right? I think they're going to go for the healing beacon. Let's go up and watch that and see what's going on there. They have 3 of it on it. Jazz, Downlord, and Frag. Right? And Deathwing dives in just to guarantee it's picked up. So now they're at 50%. So they have about 25 seconds and counting down in order to get down to the bottom and force this fight. It looks like neither team is going to have 20 for this fight. However, let's see what happens. Healing Beacon has been dropped. It'll be rotating around to help the team out. Phoenix Rising 1 steps away at 95%. Looks like they are going to go for some mid-keep damage. And clear the top, trying to get to 20, is what I'm guessing. They are now rotating down, with Misha or Rexar being slightly behind. And they cannot get in, they decide to give it up. So we have Deathwing and Tychus in the cannon. Let's see where they're going to push with this. Right, they are... Looks like they're trying to focus, keeping Sylvanas out of the fight, while the rest of the team is doing their stuff. Good push onto AoE rules. They're chasing him down here, but he ducks away. They do get a kill onto Hogger. And jump in with a counter kill onto Ana and Sylvanas by the Protector. So that gives them a good advantage, that's for sure. Both teams have hit level 20 now. Going to see if they can take this keep down. Triglav still has about 40, 30%, 20%. He is going to get this, and they are going to make it out. Looks like they're going to try and push some more. I mean, they do have a one-person advantage, and the kills are tied at 13. Are they going to do some core damage? Oh, it looks like they're going to try and at least do some damage. However, the Triglav does get wrecked by the core, so they are just going to back off, which is a really, really smart play. So let's see what the plans are. Tiding kills, pretty much levels. Now it's just hit points and bonus stats. Once you hit 20. Looks like both teams are got their machine gun camp probably at the exact same time. Way to go. Looks like the call is going to be the healing camp, and it is spotted out right away. Machine gun is dropped, and they are going to push themselves. Deathwing goes into the air just so he can get that cooldown if he has to land. An easy pickup for Danalor. And Phoenix Rising 1 is going for their airplane camp. And yes, Hogger H2O is going to be going for their airplane camp. Now, do we have it engaged? Well, luckily the machine gun turret was still there, so it gave them vision. And they may not have realized that it was there at the moment. So they decided to not engage. Deathwing's jumping on Shredded Wind on Anna right away. Chrysalis, Bear goes down. Deathwing's going in with this. Now can he get out? That is the question. He is getting healed up by the healing beacon. They do have the front wall down. Looks like they're going to go try and push for another fort. Try and balance out the catapult pressure. Mixels gets dove by Maiev and Sylvanas. And Sylvanas is going to be chasing the Deathwing. There is nothing that he could do. That's a shame. However, they are going to get a counter come by the looks of it. Maybe not. They crystallized the Odin. So let's see what they choose to do here. They do have Rexar out of place and secure another kill. So 2-1 for kills in favor of Phoenix Rising Ruby. And death timers are quite long. Uther will be up, and then Deathwing. And they are going to try and take this machine gun camp. Jazz is just poking away, keeping everybody at bay. They do manage to take that. Sylvanas looks like she wants to push with the camp to secure their first keep of the game, which is done. H2O was able to get there in time in order to freeze it, and now the team is diving onto her. Let's see what they can do. She gets unstoppable and manages to get away. Great escape on the Sylvanas play. Way to go, Reb. Nicely done. Alright, so back into the action. We have our fourth objective open, which is, again, the A point. And let's see what Ruby wants to do. We have a stun. Today we have a back way. We have a stun. Mephisto doing a lot. Divine Shield goes out. Chrysalis on to Deathwing. That's good for my own personal record. 'Cause I didn't think that could happen. But of course, you know, they're making definitely more and more a player as opposed to the beast incarnate that he is. So, I mean, soon he'll be able to get polyed, I'm sure. And he still won't be able to get a heal, though. Alright, so they are forcing themselves onto the objective with the timer going down to about 20 seconds, 15 seconds left. And so they should have this 85 to 31%, 89, 90, 92. Everybody off. Anna dies. Another good kill. Brings it 17 to 14. Can they get Varian? I mean, and Uther. My apologies. They do get Hogger as a counter kill, right? So I think this is going to be a base race. Let's see what the teams decide to do. A 98, 99. Pop in the protector. Tychus is going to hold that top lane to make sure there are no shenanigans by the other team.
Blue team has
And
taken
everybody
control of a
is
protector.
hearthing back. The downside though, Reb? Yeah, that's a shame.
Red team's score is
That could
under
just
attack.
secure game one for Phoenix Rising Ruby. I mean, the protectors taking the core out 58, 56, 53, 46, 40, 33, 20, 4. Good game. Good game. Final score was 20 to, I believe, 13 in kills. So let's look at our top damage. It was Tychus with 103,000. Wow, impressive Mixels with Deathwing at 98. And then Mephisto. So really nicely done there. Siege is Mephisto and Sylvanas. And our healing numbers all around great. You know, Deckard at 83. And I'm surprised that the Anna and the Uther just maybe seem to fall away. So that's kind of a slight disappointment. Um, However, uh, let's just go to the map and I will set this up as a win for Phoenix Rising Ruby. As well as we will set up for the next replay map. So just give me a slight second. Alright, so as I'm setting up, alright, as you can see, we will be going to Towers of Doom was the choice. I will go after I will list the characters and such as we go. But yes, we are going to Towers of Doom. So let's hop into the game. Alright, so here we go. Let's get into the match.
Prepare yourself for
Go to
battle,
mid,
heroes.
do this. Alright, so for Towers of Doom, we have Jazalo playing Diva. Frank Stellar playing Tychus. Danlor playing the dangerous Stukov. Mixels again on the Deathwing, and H2O is playing May. And as for Phoenix
The
Rising
battle
1,
begins in
AoE
10
Rules is playing
seconds.
Vala. Reb is playing Medivh. Shredded Wind is playing
5,
Lucio.
4, 3, 2,
J12321 is playing
1.
Uther, and
Let the
Gojira is
battle
playing
begin.
Hogger. I was also informed that not all of Phoenix, one of the, oh, one sec, let me just confirm. Yes, Phoenix Rising 1 does not have their full team for this game. I'm glad they were able to get subs and play the match anyway. But here we go, we're starting off in mid. Oop. Bring up talents for everybody. Oh, and I did it again. Alright, so we got a big fight in the bottom. No blood gets bent this time. And it looks like Diva and the Hogger will be dual soaking, which is a common strategy on this map. Camps have spawned. I'm trying to get both camps into view. However, I cannot. And unfortunately, I am stuck on a person. And I don't know how to change it. Right, so the Medivh with the portal was able to create an escape for the team, so no deaths there yet. About halfway to level 4, 0 in deaths. A big fight in the middle trying to get rid of the sapper camps. Although Ruby still has one pumpkin sapper, but he ain't going to be doing much. Fight's going on, right? Ice blocked by, oh, a knock on Lucio. And Lucio does manage to escape, as does Uther. Another double healer comp. Let's see if they have more success with it this time around.
Be ready.
Alright, you have 3 objectives, as always, for the first one.
Go forth and claim your destiny. The reaping Lord, I am Lord this one, and it will not be stopped.
So both 2 are shared. No stun by Deathwing. However, I think they are going to get the channel here. Let's see what happens. D was all over Medivh, so is May. Trying to go back and forth. Does not happen. Medivh dies, stacks, reset. Deathwing going for the channel this time. And going to get it.
Fire upon the
A
great
slight
keeper.
1 tower advantage. 4 shots. Goes over to Phoenix Rising Ruby. Right away, back on their camps. My apologies on this. Actually, where are we at? 501. I'm going to pause. I'm going to restart the replay. So just give me 1 second. so that teams can see it. All right. So let's go to here.
Prepare yourself for
this,
battle,
Do
heroes.
this, and let's look for about 5 minutes. Again, there's that Medivh death we've seen. And we are back in action with everything happening on the bottom. Let's see what's happening. Two came through the portal. What can they do with it? Not a lot, unfortunately. They are definitely giving a push into this bottom. And I gotta commend you, both offlaners are double soaking really well. There's nothing bad I can say about that, that's for sure. So they do have the front gate down. They do have a slight advantage. And experience-wise, Phoenix 1 is just slightly ahead.
Take the altars and put an end to the Gravekeeper.
They're stopping top, stopping bot. Uther's backing away. They're bringing everybody to mid. Let's see what they're going to try and do here. A lot of stalling going out. Eva has her mech, but unfortunately loses it due to damage. So red team does manage to get the channel up top. Oh no, Tyke's got credit for the kill. And Stukov Mac grabs the channel for the bottom, so that was really nicely done. So it's still a 4-point lead for Phoenix Rising Ruby. But one is not out of it yet, whatsoever. We have a big 4-man pressing down here. Lucio's in mid, covering for Hogger. Here comes Lucio from behind. Oh, luckily he was able to sneak in. Odin is popped. Silence goes down, a knockback. Divine Shield goes onto Uther himself. And they just back off again. Looks like they're probably going to go for their camp. We shall see. Phoenix Rising 1 is already on their camp.
The altars
So maybe they'll go for an invade. Oh, it does not look like it. May spots them out though. Leyline goes out. That's a miss. Big dive by Deathwing. They get Hogger, and Deathwing is able to stay alive. Looks like Jazz is going for the channel. They are getting rid of the sappers in the bottom, and I believe they're going to engage. Again, Jazz loses his mech before he's able to utilize his explosion. It's not a big. Big dive onto Vala, who shoots out a rain of vengeance to get herself away. Damage onto Uther. He's taken out. Kills are currently 4-1, as you can see, with shots for cores 32 strength for Phoenix Rising Ruby and 24 for Phoenix Rising 1. And they are looking to put some pressure onto this keep. Yeah, they almost thought they had the May, but she's so tricky with how she can get played. Oh, they throws out an ice wall. Let's see if they can follow up on it. Protection onto Vala, who's countering. Lucio's coming in. Odin gets popped. This is like a big engage coming on for PR1. Oh my. Deathwing has to fly away, trying to create some distance, separation for the teams. Tychus goes down. A stun onto Danalor. Stukov goes down, so that's 2. Right? 2-0 kills. Well done. Give them the opportunity now to get it. Oh my god. Oh, they almost got him. Really ballsy play, I have to say. My gosh. Nicely done. Right? But they are going to be able to take probably this wall down and get the channel. So that'll bring it closer to a 4-point game again. I don't think they'll have time to take the...
Do not let the Gravekeeper's crows
Yeah, no.
reach the altars before.
Now Phoenix Ruby's coming down to try and take this channel. Deathwing dives for more blockage. The ley line goes out, stopping. Wall goes out. Diva explosion goes into the corner. Does hurt Uther a lot. However, they do get a kill with Divine Shield onto Stukov. Deathwing's blowing his guts out. Do they have Gojira trapped here, maybe? Oh, May goes down. Mixels is in a really bad spot. So this is definitely going to be a 5-man team wipe. So they will probably take bottom for sure. Maybe get mid. Oh no, looks like they're just going to try and secure bottom. Well, they did channel before they captured it, so they only took the 4 shots.
Has fallen.
I wonder if that was just a missed call or anxiety. And they waited the 2 extra seconds, they would have had that capped and would have gotten the 5 shots, bringing it even closer. Alright, so now they're trying to set up a defense, keeping this fort to be able to push these pumpkins in.
Heroes.
And they are rotating down to stop it. Deathwing's there. Frost. Oh. Nice ley line. Poor Deathwing. He's becoming so vulnerable to so many ultimates. They gotta start letting him get healed, I believe. Right? I mean, if he's gonna be susceptible to ultimates, he should have the ability to get healed. That's just my opinion as a Deathwing player. But yeah, they did a really good job. Hogger took the top camp to try and put pressure up there. They're defending the bottom extremely well. Kill count is 8-4 for Phoenix Rising 1 and level 17. 16s are just now online for Phoenix Rising Ruby. They're all posturing around this bottom. Let's see how they're going to go about this. Vala grabs the camp. Lucio is going to sneak down. to grab
Activate
that
them
channel.
now.
Ruby's taken their channel. Hogger's trying to take their channel, but they are getting invaded on their tower.
Know my power.
This might not be good. Oh, really nice portal to get Gojira out of trouble. However, I don't know if they can stop it. Oh, they did. They got one channel in. They put a channel in. Stukov goes down. Diva Explosion is going to catch. Oh, the invulnerable worked. May goes down with Hogger going back and forth like Lieutenant Tasmanian Devil he is. Leyline Seal freezes Devlin. He's going down. 4-man kill. Incredible. So now they bring it to 21-15 in Phoenix Rising 1's favor with a 5-man wipe. So right away, hopping onto boss, getting that boss kill done. That's another 5 shots, taking him to 10. And so yeah, that's really good. They are invading their camp to help pressure with the bottom. So let's see if they can defend. I mean, a nice turnaround of events. 116s came on. Phoenix Rising 1 really started putting the pressure on. They're trying to stop the pumpkins. Hey, Postman, thanks for the follow. Deathwing going all in on trying to stop it. Diva goes down. Well, the mech goes down into a ley line. Let's see what they can set up here. They have Odin. Diva gets blasted. She goes down. 20s reached first by Phoenix Rising 1 with a 0 to 2-man death, so definitely can press the advantage if they so choose. And by the looks of it, if they get both these channels, that's going to leave 1 point. Let's go up and see what the plan is. They are trying to stop. AoE is trying to go for the channel. Do have a ley line and a May freeze. They do capture the first 5, so this is the fight. And down 20s, they have to take the fight. So they don't have to, but it would leave them in 1 shot. And the next phase will be 3 towers. So they will be, or 3 points of ejection. So Diva Bomb goes off with a whiff. I mean, the cards are all in the hands of Phoenix Rising 1. And there is a second channel, leaving them at 1 hit point. On boss, we have 2 minutes 30 seconds with 3 dead. Looks like they're going to try and stop this from being taken back over. However, they're just a little too late getting down. So they'll have to give that one up. However, they look like they may want to invade and have the 6 sappers, which would totally take re-control of that tower. So let's see what happens here. 21-18 for levels, 18-4 in kills. This match started out in favor for Phoenix Rising Ruby, and PR1 just brought it on. So yeah, the sappers take it back. They just need to escort 1 through Deathwing, trying to create a barrier. As the ley line comes in, do they have the setup, and are they ready for this engage? Odin's pop. Wall gets popped, but does not hit anyone. Right? One channel appearing in 22 seconds. This could be game unless Ruby manages to secure 2 or 3 kills. Hogger up top is pushing another camp through. And it looks like they are going to try and rotate down for an all-out defense. Oh, Diva gets killed by Vala. Oh, that's not good. H2O's under pressure by Vala again. AoE just going off on the Vala. Oh my god, I can't wait to see his numbers at the end of the game. Going back on the Deathwing. And that is going to be game. GG Phoenix Rising 1. That was really well played. Let's look at our numbers. Holy. AoE going off on Vala. 11 kills, 11 assists, no deaths, 125,000 damage. Good job, AoE rules. Really impressed, man. Really good job. 23-6 were the kills. So, I am going to bring up and get ready for our third map right away. So just give me a second. Oops. Switch over. Alright, so that was one by Phoenix Rising 1. Alright, I'm just going to load this match to the starting point, and then I'll go over all the things for everybody. Alright, so as you can see, we are going to be going to Dragonshire, and I guess we're going to find out who the winner of this series is. I think it's been a really exciting match so far. I would have casted it last night, but I think I'm really enjoying myself casting it now, especially seeing the Deathwing. That always brings a smile to my face when I get to see it. However, we are set to go, so let's not waste anyone's time. So let's just get right into the game, shall we? And have some fun. I'll just get to the middle, do my thing, bring up talents. Oh, God. Wait. Before we start, I have to redo this. I already know I made a mistake. Okay, so we are loading in.
Heroes, prepare for combat.
Alright, so for our third and final game, we have Diva played by Jazlo, Fraggy Stellar playing Tychus, Mixels on Orphea, Danilor on Deckard, and H2O playing Varian. And for Phoenix Rising 1, we have AoE Rules playing Joanna, J12321 playing Zul'Jin, Gojira on the Rexar, Shredded Wind on the Lucio, and Reb playing Zeratul. Let's see how this match goes. Well, right away, a little party bush being set up. Wonder if anybody's going to bait it out. Lucio showing himself. And right away onto Diva. But Diva's getting away, and Rexar's Bear is the first to go. Followed by Zeratul. Good counterplay by Phoenix Rising Ruby. Really impressed. Right away they rotate down to the bottom. Make sure they get that soak. Are they going to stay for a second line of soak, or are they going to rotate to mid? Looks like they're maybe leaving
You think
Mixels down here to get
the
this.
Dragon Knight's power? Take control of the shrine.
Coming up to the top. Clearing the minions. It's going to be nice to see if Diva can do anything against Rexar. Right away, both teams are going for their siege camps. However, there's 3 of them on Phoenix Rising 1's team,
Capture the shrine.
and
Inherit the Dragon Knight's power and lay waste to this forsaken kingdom.
oh, it looks like they are going to get their siege camp. I know Varian's waiting for 4, so he's got to keep himself alive, because he's not a real boy yet.
Hero slain.
However, Varian does go down as the other team gets level 4,
Hero
and
slain.
they end up stealing the camp. Good job by them. Right. Let's see what they can do with this advantage. They do have 4s first. Looks like they are going to go for bottom. And it looks like Joe is not coming down. He may be sip stepping before he comes down. There's a dive, but we had no follow-up. Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage. Of course, Zul'jin took more damage, and he died. And up top, as you can see on the mini screen, Rexar's doing Rexar things. There's not a lot you can really do to prevent that. However, it's just over about a 1 level advantage for Phoenix Rising 1. Lucio goes down, trying to kill 3. Focusing on Joanna. Are they going to taunt her as soon as she comes out of it? There's that. Taunt was on cooldown. However, still succeeded in getting that kill. Rexar was going to mid, and that's going to give you the chance to take over. Taunt goes out. Is there follow-up? Zul'jin goes down. That is the thing with the blow-up comp. I mean, Taunt Varian is just so strong. Now that 7s are online, Lucio doesn't have a cleanse though, so that could cause some problems because they're not going to fix the situation. Dragon Knight does go over, picked up by Orphea, so let's see how they want to handle this one. Taking shots, unfortunately by both towers. I would suggest being a bit more higher up so you're only getting hit by 1. You know, it gives a bit more life for the Dragon Knight. However, going down, looks like they are all coming up to crash on the Dragon Knight. Again, it's going to be Orphea when that thing dies. So the team needs to be ready to protect her, that's for sure. Good block off. Get a taunt onto Joanna. However, it manages to get away. Diva explosion, just for some clearing. Nothing wrong with that. Taunt in 5. Nice body blocks. Joanna pops unstable to get away. Hey Trat, you're totally fine. That was, yeah, it was some really nice battle play last game, that's for sure. So right now we have the teams at 9 to 8, so 10s are going to be close for both teams. 3 to 5 in kills for Phoenix Rising Ruby. A lock onto Orphea, that's a kill to get him that much closer to 10. And right away another camp invade. I don't know if they're going to want to stop this or not. They do get a taunt, but it does not prevent them from taking over and invading on the siege camp. And I know every caster says it, but these siege camps need an upgrade. You know, throwing rocks. We're like the 21st century. Give them something better. Alright, so they're trying to hold off the bottom. I don't know if they
The shrines
want
will
to
soon be
push.
active
It looks
again.
like they are going for their bruiser camp to help give some more pressure in the top lane. And Phoenix Rising Ruby is definitely trying to engage. They have their 10s. Plus the shield goes out, but no follow-up. H2O looking for a target. And we do have Eternal Feast by Orphea. So
Take hold.
that can cause a lot of misery with the right
Dragon
target.
Knight's power.
They got a taunt, there's the Eternal Feast. Fortunately it only gets one. Orphea pays for it with her life. Lujin throwing his axes. Diva, they get a Joanna kill. Right? Nice taunt. To lock her down after her shield expired. Odin doing some damage on Lucio. We're trying to. They are able to push down the... I think they're going to push down this last gun tower. So that's going to even up the bottom lane. Top lane, however, Diva's trying to hold her own against Misha and Rexar. And getting rid of that mage minion is definitely going to help. But let's get back down to the bottom lane. Let's see what happens here. They are holding bottom, so that's good. There's no pressure for having to defend or fight for the Dragon Knight. Lucio sliding in to try and make a play to get the channel. Orpheus coming back into the match now. Diva's guarding the Dragon Knight in mid. Really smart idea because Rexar was there. Eternal Feast, the blind, and Joanna manages to get the kill. Not that it was their tool, but I will give the credit to Joanna. She needs love too. AoE taking quite a bit of damage though. However, with that one kill, it looks like they are going to press the middle. Jazz has to get out of there. He does not. He dies. So 13 comes on online for Phoenix Rising 1 plus the Dragon Knight. Let's see what they do. And again, you know, I always recommend to my players to go up or down with the Dragon Knight so you're not taking unnecessary damage from the like 2 tower shots. You're only getting 1 tower shot. A bit more life for the Dragon Knight. I mean, I know teams at this level, they probably play it an entirely different way. It's just my how I like to control the Dragon Knight. Keep it alive as long as possible. Mixel's poking with Orphea just to make sure Dragon Knight doesn't really sneak in for shenanigans. Down below, there's a 4v3. Let's see how this is going to occur. Oh, Lucio just drops his little jukebox, and they are cleaning up their camp. Meanwhile, up top, Dragon Knight got no real value here, right? And I have to say, there's like 3 people that I can think of that should never be allowed to get in the Dragon Knight. One would be Deathwing, because he's pretty much bigger than the Dragon Knight. The other one would be Rexar, because when he gets in, he loses Misha. So that would be 2 people in the Dragon Knight. And a third would be Sergeant Hammer. Only because there's no reason for Sergeant Hammer to ever want to get in a Dragon Knight. That's just my opinion anyway. Alright, so things just rolling along. 7 in kills, 15 to 14 currently in levels. It looks like Zeratul is doing a camp steal, which he does with success. There's a big push on bottom. They are taking this fort down. They definitely want to balance out the catapult pressure in the bottom, which I can wholeheartedly agree with.
Destroyed a fort.
Now, how does Phoenix Rising 1? I mean, they had a good camp with the Diva. They probably could have pushed for keep,
Power
but
gathers
instead they are
in the
coming
shrine.
from behind.
Seize them and become the new dragon.
Well, let's see what happens here. Eternal Feast goes out. Again, only one. I always find Eternal Feast value if it can go off a loss at least twice to 3 times or more. But if it's just once, it just doesn't seem right. Crossing Jaws is a better way to go. However, we have Deckard and Orthea down with a Joanna and a Varian. So we trade
Avenge
3
my
for 1.
husband.
And I think in 4, make that 4 for 1.
Your enemy.
This is going to be 5.
Slain.
Wow.
Blue team dominated.
Team wipe. And all it cost them was Joanna. Very nicely played by Phoenix Rising 1, I have to say. And right away, Rexar is heading top to get that top channel. And who is heading for the Dragon Knight? It looks to be Zeratul. We'll grab that. Now is this... I don't think this is game ending at 12 minutes in.
The flame cleanses
However, we
all.
shall see. Zeratul is bringing it down middle. And let's see what he's able to accomplish with it. He's going to have the fort, that's for sure. Right.
Red team has destroyed.
Tychus gets punted away. Dragon Knight rotates the bottom. Tychus goes down.
Slain.
Rexar goes down. Good counter push. I mean, they got the kill. And now they're set up, minus a person, to be able to defend the Death Knight much better. Varian charged into a boop. And
I have seen
he
enough.
is down, so can we get
For now.
anything on it? No. However, there is a camp. I don't think they need to worry about that so much. Right. They're bypassing their siege camp with their one-man advantage. Looks like they are going for a keep. And I tell you, I think it's a really, really, really smart play. Get that keep down, get that extra catapult pressure in that lane. Right. Nothing wrong with it. Diva with the Diva bomb. He's going to do some damage. It's going to allow the people to get out of it. Zeratul dives in, dives out. But they are chasing. Here comes Misha, everybody chasing. And a blow up onto Deckard. Oh, this is not going to be good. Good Eternal Feast this time. However, it's a 4-man wipe.
Hero slain.
5-man.
Blue team dominated.
Again, at the cost of a Joanna. This is like deja vu. I thought we just saw this. And for those kind of timers, this could be game ending. We shall see.
Red team has destroyed a fort. Blue team's core shrines awaken once more.
They are all they're going all in.
The Dragon
They're going
Knight's
on forward.
ancient
The
strength.
closest person will be Deckard. He won't be able to do much to defend. Let's see, 70%, 60%, 50%, 40, 30, Deckard's up, 20, 18, 17, 10, 6, 3, 1, game. GG. Really well played. Good series by both teams. All right, so let's look at some tallies here. The 50,000 by Tychus, really nicely done. Everybody died at least once, so no zeros or no shutouts. But the Zul'jin, Zeratul, and the Rexar for Phoenix Rising 1 really pulled off, good damage. It was really good coordinated play. I was really impressed. All right, so let's go to the map summary, and I will update this. It's for Phoenix Rising 1. Alrighty. Alright, everyone. Like I said, this is just a replay cast that was played last night. Um, and I initially wanted to cast it, but wasn't able to, so I talked and asked if the game did get casted. And when they said they hadn't, I decided to do a replay cast of it. I want to thank those of you who tuned in. And again, Prostman, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Getting that much closer to 50 people, which makes me a happy person. For those who don't know, here's my ugly face, right? And I am casting a Heroes Lounge match tomorrow night at, I believe, 8 o'clock Central, so 9 o'clock Pacific. And that's going to be Phoenix Rising Citrine versus, shit, give me 1 second. And I will tell you exactly who I'm casting tomorrow. Alright, let me look. Oop. Go to calendar. Saturday. I am casting U.S. Army Esports versus Phoenix Rising Citrine at 7 o'clock. I'm guessing that's 7 o'clock Central, so 8 o'clock our time, or Eastern time, for those who are in the know. Drat TV, thank you very much for the follow. You're getting me that much closer to my 50. Really appreciate it. Um, Again, for those of you who tuned in for the replay cast, thanks. It's probably the second one I've done, and I thought it was really enjoyable. I wasn't 100% sure what order the games were played in, so we just had some fun with it. So I'm going to wish everyone a most enjoyable evening. I'm going to spend a little bit of time with the wifey poo, and then I will be going. And I might stream again later on. I'll be doing some Storm League ranks with some friends, trying to get back to gold. I'm sitting at silver 2 or silver 1. But last night was a big day for me, so I don't fully remember. So I want to say thank you to all you who watched the stream. Thanks for the follows. It is very much appreciated. And again, I should be casting about 10 o'clock, between 10 and 11 Eastern. I should be recasting again. And that'll just be some Storm League gameplay with some friends of mine. So I wish you guys all the best. And I will see you guys very, very shortly. Take care. Thanks for watching.